friends, and welcome back. My name is Kallie Branciforte, and today we are talking about things that we regret buying. Listen, we've all done it, right? We've all made bad purchases in our life. We bought things that we wish we hadn't spent our money on, purchased things that, ended up just sitting around and collecting dust. It happens to the best of us, but today I'm here to try to help you avoid some of these things in the future by sharing with you 15 things. I think it's 15. It might be 13, it might be 10. Guys, we do this in every video. I never count before I make the video, and then I sit down and I'm like, I think it's 15, but I'm not really sure. Whatever. 15 things that you're probably going to regret buying. And listen, pretty much everything on this list are from my own personal experience, meaning I bought these things and I regretted it, okay? So no shame, let's do it. All right, we're starting hot out of the gate with something I honestly hate to put on this list. I hate to even admit that it might be something I regret buying because every fiber of my body wants to not regret this, but that is a paper planner. That's right, guys, I said it, and I feel like I can just feel the paper planner people attacking me in the comments as we speak, but listen, I get it. There are some unicorns out there who do buy paper planners, and they still use them to their entirety. But the mass majority of us, we buy paper planners with all the best intentions to use them, but then we never stick with them, right? We get a few months in, they fall to the wayside, and then we end up with lots of half-used paper planners. At least give me a little raise your hand emoji in the comments if you've done this, because I have one too many paper planners that were like 1/4 used and then that was it. And why does this happen? I'm a pen and paper person. I love pen and paper, but I'm gonna tell you why. And that is because, guys, it's 2021, okay? Most of us are not carrying around briefcases anymore, which means we're not walking around with our planners. Like, where would we even put it? Half of the things in our life are scheduled on electronic calendars, and so sticking to using a paper planner is just bulky, and it's more time consuming. You gotta really want it. And I will admit that I've bought more paper planners in my life than I can count on two hands, and I have never once used one to its completion. Going digital for my planners, while it pains me to say it, because like I said, I'm a pen and paper person, it's just easier, guys. It's quicker, and I don't have to shell out $50 once a year for a paper planner that I don't end up using. Okay, I feel like I need to just clarify something really quick about the paper planners. I specifically mean paper planners that have calendars and specific dates and years, written into them. There are a lot of planners out there that are very open-ended. They're like weekly planners or daily planners, they're meal planners, there's, time blocking sheets. All of the ones that are open are great because you could use one or two or three or a bunch of them and then forget about them for 3 months, and then you can come back and they're still able to be used. So I'm not talking about those ones. I specifically mean the ones that have the dates written into them, because these are the ones that if you forget about using them for a few months, you come back to them and you've just got a bunch of empty pages that now you cannot use because they have specific dates written into them. So just wanted to get that out there and clear the air, because there are some paper planners that are really great, just not the ones with the dates. All right, next on the list is specially formulated shampoos. And I'm talking about the ones that they sell you on Instagram where they're take this quiz and we'll create a special shampoo just for you. And you can go ahead and add specialty formulated skincare to this list, okay? Now I've bought the special Just for Kallie shampoo. The ad got me, and you wanna know what? It wasn't that great. Probably because 5 questions on an automatic quiz can't really know my hair type. Instead, save your money and go ask a professional hairstylist who can see your hair in real life and tell you what products they suggest for you. And like I said, yes, this goes for formulated skincare too. Visit a dermatologist or an esthetician. I think I'm saying that right. Is it esthetician? Whew, God, I hope so. They can see your skin in real life, and then they can give you some suggestions. Just save your money. All right, moving right along, the next thing is that really cool clearance decor piece that you saw at Home Goods or Target or TJ's or whatever. The point is, you see it in the clearance section, it's marked down to 75%, and you're like, holy cow, that is a good price. But then you don't always stop to think, does it really match your style? Where are you gonna put it? Is it really trendy? Is it just gonna be out of style in a couple years? Now, sure, on occasion, we will find total winners, but I have found that 99% of the time, all of my whoa, cool, look at that thing that's on clearance purchases are no longer in my home. And even if they were on really big clearance, they were still a waste of my money because I don't have them anymore. Next on my list is cheap sheets. In my opinion, cheap sheets are not worth it because they just don't hold up as well as slightly higher quality sheets. They don't wash well, they're thin, they're flimsy, and you're going to be replacing them way more often than if you had just invested in a nice pair of sheets. And I will link my favorites down below if you're curious. All right guys, and now time for a quick break because I want to tell you about the sponsor for today's video, which will not be on this list because it is a completely free app to download. Today's video is sponsored by Disney Magic Kingdoms. This is a fun mobile app that lets you build your own Disney park with all your beloved Disney, Pixar, and Star Wars characters. And it's free to download, so again, definitely not something you're gonna regret purchasing like everything else on this list. It's a really fun way to just like relax at the end of the day when you finally get a little bit of me time, even if your me time is few and far between, like it is for me. I will have a link in the description box down below that you can use to join over 90 million other users building their own magical Disney parks with Disney Magic Kingdoms. And as a fun bonus, all players who play Disney Magic Kingdom from October 21st to November 10th will receive a Dalmatian Ears headband stand as a free gift. Moving right along, we are going to add overhyped foods to this list. Instagram culture has made over-the-top foods and drinks just like part of the norm, right? Ice cream sundaes that literally have a slice of cake and like a full-size chocolate chip on top. Who can eat that? You're gonna spend $20, you're gonna eat like maybe a quart of it if you're lucky. You're so hungry. Or like what about those like fancy over-the-top cocktails that cost $18? I'm sorry, but I can make a better margarita at home for $4. Come on over, I will make you one. And you'll be like, wow, this is way better than that. You come on over. Don't get me wrong, doing it 1 or 2 times for fun, it's probably fine. You split the crazy sundae with your friend or whatever, but just in general guidelines, you're probably going to regret most of these overhyped foods because they looked cool, but they're just not as delicious as all of the money that you spent on them. Next up on my list is trendy fashion that doesn't look good on you. Because listen, I'm gonna just let you in on a little secret, okay? Not everything looks good on every person and every body type. And when a certain fashion item or a piece comes in style, you can be really inclined to want to buy it because you see that it's trendy, you see other people wearing it, it looks really great on them, but just because it looks good on somebody else does not mean it's going to be flattering on you. So you don't want to force a trendy piece simply for the sake of being trendy. All right, I'm gonna give you a personal example, and that is mom jeans, okay? Looks amazing on a lot of people. I see Instagram models, they look like $1 million, right? Me, when I'm wearing them, I look like I'm getting ready to go feed the hogs, which there's nothing wrong with going to feed the hogs because farmers are the backbone of this country, but I did not spend $75 to feed hogs, right? I spent $75 because I thought it was gonna make me look like a hashtag fashion influencer, but you know what? I didn't. I don't. It doesn't make me look that way. Anyways, my point is don't buy fashion just because it's trendy. If it doesn't look good on you, just accept it. Move on, a new trend will come around very shortly, and maybe that one will suit you. All right, next up. Anybody else ever like wake up one day and you're like, you know what, today is the day I am going to get very into yoga, or like I'm gonna start biking all the time. I'm gonna start working out every single morning, and you get all amped up, right? You buy the stretchy pants, you get the cute workout bra, you download the fitness app, it's like $10 a month, or you like buy some expensive workout machine, and then, you know, you never do it. Anybody else? I know I'm not the only one who has done this before, okay? And listen, I'm not saying that you should never buy exercise equipment or clothing. I'm just saying you don't have to do it all at once. It tends to be one of those categories of things that we think in order to do it, we gotta jump in head first. We gotta get all the things. We think if we get all the things, we're gonna be so much more likely to do it, but history usually proves that this is not the case. So instead, maybe start with the fitness app and then use whatever clothing you have. And if you stick with it for a month or two, cool. Now you can get 1 or 2 outfits. And then if you're still doing really great, get yourself a set of weights or whatever. My point is exercise equipment and exercise clothing in general tends to be a big regret purchase because we tend to buy a lot of it thinking we're gonna go all in. And then lots of times we don't end up going all in. Next up is online courses that promise you over-the-top success or claim to make you rich. I'm not saying that all online courses are going to be a regret. There are plenty of really good ones out there, but unfortunately far too many are a waste of your money. You need to be very cautious of courses claiming quick, rich schemes or promised success. If what they're promising in the course looks too good to be true, it probably is. Just because the person selling the course is sharing it from her $1 million LA home in the hills and jet setting to Cabo for the weekend, that does not mean that's the end result for most of the students in her class. Remember that the course is just a course and the info. Just the course is not going to make you rich or successful. That can only come from putting in the hard work. Often we buy these courses that promise success and then we don't stick with the course, we never finish the course, or like we don't put in the real hard legwork after the course to get success. And like I said, there are definitely worthwhile online courses, but you want to look for ones aiming to educate and inform you, not promising riches or some secret method that only they know that made them an overnight success. At the end of the day, if it were easy to make a lot of money really, really quick, a lot more people would be rich. Next up is one-use kitchen appliances. Now, yes, some one-use kitchen appliances have earned their keep. For example, my beloved espresso machine or my toaster. But there are many one-use appliances that tend to just end up being a lot of bulk and not really used that much. So you might use them a few times at first when you're really excited, and then they kind of just end up taking up space or getting pushed further and further to the back of the cupboard. I'm talking about things like food dehydrator, a fancy countertop ice maker, a soda stream. You kind of get where I'm going. And on the topic of one-use kitchen appliances, the next thing on my list is as seen on TV products. Listen, I'm not clear of this one either, guys. I bought my fair share of stuff from TV. The commercials are good. They got me. And they probably got you too, but the truth is, they really are often one-time use things too. They very often do not work nearly as good as they say they're going to, and more times than not, the quality is not comparable to the price that you pay for it. All right, continuing down this list is buying a brand new car. I honestly don't know if there's anything else on this list that is a bigger, total and complete waste of money than buying a brand new car. You've probably heard people say that cars start depreciating in value the second you drive them off the lot, and that's totally true. Most cars' value decrease between 20 and 30% in just 1 year and can depreciate up to 60% in 5 years. Worst of all, most of us use a loan to buy a car. So now you're borrowing money to buy something that's value is just constantly decreasing. Let's do quick numbers, okay? I'm gonna keep it simple because I am not a math whiz. Let's say you get a brand new car for $40,000 and you have $500 monthly payment. So $6,000 a year that you're paying. So say in the first year it loses 25% of its value, that's $10,000 decrease. So in the first year you've paid $6,000 and it's already lost over $10,000 of its value. You still owe over $34,000 on this car because of course some of the $6,000 that you paid is interest, and now it's only worth $30,000. I mean, like I said, I'm not a math whiz, but even I know that's bad spending right there. All right, my friends, that does it. That is my little list of some things that you will probably regret buying, that I've pretty much done all of them and regretted it, and hopefully I can save you from some of them. Let me know in the comments down below what is one of the things you have purchased that you totally regret. These can be really funny, so definitely share with me. I'm looking forward to hearing some of the money blunders that you made, because we shouldn't be embarrassed about our money blunders, okay? We made them, but as long as we can admit to them, we can share them in the comments of a YouTube video. It means we are, it's like, you know, the first step is admitting you have a problem. The first step is being like, why did I buy that? Anyways, my point is, we all make financial mistakes. The point is, did you learn from them? And what are you gonna do in the future to try to be a little better about it? As always, that does it for today's video. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I hope you are having a fantastic day, and I will see you all in my next video.